Welcome back to the channel. Today we're at Singapore's Changi Chapel and Museum, the place that threads the entire World War II occupation story. From pre-war confidence to POW resilience and modern remembrance. This bronze relief panel hits you at the entrance. Dates carved from 1927 to 1946 with "Lest We Forget" stamped across it. Think of it as the table of contents for everything you're about to feel. Before you even step inside, the museum sets the scene with the legend of the Changi Tree, Singapore's natural lighthouse, 75 meters tall. Chopped down because even forest landmarks became military liabilities, it's a reminder that defending this peninsula meant reshaping nature itself. Right next to it is a topographic map showing how Changi evolved from mangroves to fortress, hills, artillery lines, coastal batters. You see why commanders called Singapore the Gibraltar of the East. The opening gallery doubles down on that myth. This video sweep shows the impregnable fortress narrative in full glory, lined with propaganda about how Singapore couldn't fall. Then the graphic punches right through the confidence how a fortress became a POW hub within days. Big gun silhouettes, quotes, and the harsh pivot from pride to surrender. The capitulation wall pairs Allied troops under guard with John Nichols' gut punch quotes about the 15th of February 1942. You feel the disbelief. Personal kits, maps, emergency newspapers. This case freezes that moment when soldiers realized the khaki uniform was no longer protection. It's the bridge between battlefield collapse and internment. From here the museum funnels you straight into daily POW life. Hand-drawn maps, carved keepsakes, slippers patched together from camp scraps. It's the "This Is What We Endured" intro. To keep the timeline straight, this clip covers the Malayan campaign, leading into mass POW internment. Notice how the narrative swings from jungle fighting to barracks roll calls within one pan. The muster gong and actual concrete wall segments drive home the discipline. Imagine hearing this gong for every roll call, with barbed spikes at your back. Imagine you are a Japanese prison guard, looking through the peephole into the cell. He would be checking on the prisoners inside there. This is an actual door in Changi POW camp preserved for us to see. Next you will see a recreated cell. This would be for 4 prisoners. Imagine the squalor. Resilience in adversity is where the storytelling shifts from what happened to us to how we fought back. The video pans over how POW work parties, improvised dentists, engineers, gardeners, survival through skill. But resilience wasn't romantic. The double 10th incident panel, with the blood-stained blouse, reminds you the Kamputai or Japanese secret police torture chambers were just a rumor away. Same for the Selarong barracks incident. Thousands crammed into a square for refusing to sign no-escape pledges, forging signatures just to survive. It's one of the museum's strongest statements on collective defiance. Across the gallery, watercolor landscapes, guard towers, and sketchbooks capture how artists memorialized confinement. Guard towers looming, prisoners grabbing shade. Barred windows drawn with obsessive detail. Don't skip the quilts. Women in captivity embroidered coded messages into donated cloth, every stitch an act of rebellion. Christmas menus and greeting cards made in 1942 and 1944 show how POWs tried to hold on to normal rituals even when rations were thin. Changi University might be my favorite display. Prisoners standing up classes, libraries, even book repair services. Education as defiance. Liberation arrives via a sequence of photos and artifacts. Allied personnel descending courthouse steps, surrender swords, Japanese epaulettes carefully arranged to show a dismantled hierarchy. It's ceremonial and sobering. Okay, now we come to the recreated Changi Chapel. This chapel you see today is a recreation of St. George's Church, which was one of several makeshift chapels built by POWs within the vast Changi camp area. The first replica was built in 1988 at a site next to the prison. It had to be moved to its current site in 2001 due to expansion of the prison. Now the emotional heart, the Changi Cross, crafted from a howitzer shell by POW Harry Stogden. The photo captures the cross glowing at the chapel's altar. This is why the museum exists. Just beyond, a wall of visitor reflections where modern pilgrims leave handwritten notes. Peace is precious, my grandfather was here, and so on. You're part of a living archive. Wooden plaques name everyone from all POWs and internees to Mariana Martin, a civilian who died at Sime Road Camp. It widens the remembrance beyond soldiers. Another panel highlights the chapels built under captivity: Catholic, Anglican, even a synagogue, while the Changi Cross panel explains Rev. Eric Cordingley's design and post-war journey. Faith wasn't just private here. It was infrastructure. This video sweeps across the recreated Changi murals by Stanley Warren, pauses on the POW organ, and lands on a hidden contraband case. The stills show each painting Last Supper. Father, forgive them. Go and teach the nations. Peace on earth, plus the panel of chaplaincy. Artifacts. Together they tell the creativity plus worship under God's story. Two video passes cover the creativity in adversity exhibit. The entry shot focuses on sculptures and handicrafts. The deeper sweep on pencil sketches and visual diaries. Outside, an interpretive board tracks Stanley Warren's original Changi Prison murals, restoration dates, and the map of World War II sites. It links this replica chapel to the original artwork that survived inside the old prison. Standing in this quiet chapel, surrounded by murals, diaries, and the Changi Cross itself, you realize this museum isn't just about POW hardship, it's about how memory keeps people alive long after the barbed wire is gone. If this walkthrough helped you plan a visit or gave you new context on World War II Singapore, please like, share, and subscribe. Peace is precious. War is hell. See you in the next video.